16 boards. Let's take a look at the auction. Partner's opened a diamond. We have bid a heart. Partner rebids 1 no. We have an 11 count. We decide to bid two clubs, new minor forcing. Partner shows us heart support with a minimum, I might add, because since this is not game forcing, partner needs to jump to 3 hearts with 3 hearts and a maximum to confirm that they were accepting an invitational sequence. Otherwise, we could just pass 2 hearts with our hand, which I probably would have been very tempted to do. Singleton diamond, it's only an 11 count. Partner has a minimum weak no trump, so we're light and high cards. Looks like the hands might not fit well. The jack of hearts could be an asset, but if partner has like ace third of hearts, we're going to be on a heart finesse through right-hand opponent, and you know, maybe it doesn't exactly pay to play these 50-50 games at match points, unlike at imps where it probably would. But we do have nice controls. I think it's close, but you know, 4 hearts feels like a big bid with the misfitting singleton diamond. What did we catch? Partner's 13, 4 triple 3. You know, no surprise that the hands don't fit very well together. I am very tempted to just play low at trick 1, I have to say. It doesn't look like playing low costs. Because I'm gonna lose a spade, or I'm gonna lose two, let's say I fly the ace of diamonds. Well, first off, the king of diamonds is not on side. People just don't lead a diamond away from the king on this auction. I mean, the robots can do anything, but even, I don't think they would do that. I'm pretty sure West is much more likely to lead almost any other suit, even the ace of spades from a bunch of, you know, like ace fourth or something, than a diamond away from the king, given that dummy has bid diamonds. So with the diamond king offside, it doesn't make a lot of sense to stick in the diamond queen. We could then pitch a spade loser if it wins, but when it loses, fine, we get to pitch our spade loser, but we still lose the diamond trick and the ace of spades. But I am tempted to play low, because if East mistakenly plays the king, or like East might just play the king, then we do have a spade discard and a club discard, and dealing with the 4th round of clubs could be helpful. It also forces East to just play something. If I win the diamond ace and, I don't know, like run the jack of clubs immediately, then West can just win and play back another diamond or something, or switch to spades, or who knows. So I think I'm just going to force East to win this trick, and East is kind of end played in 3 suits. I mean, obviously East might switch to trumps, which could be not terrible for their side. If East has like queen third of hearts or something like that, then a trump switch won't really cost. But this feels like the right play to me, so I'm going to play the 7. Okay, East puts in the 10 and switches to the club queen. Gotcha. Well, I mean, some good news, some bad news. Queen of clubs, wow. That does feel like Queen Doubleton to me. So it looks like West has maybe led from a Doubleton diamond is possible, and East has, I guess that wouldn't make sense. East would have won like the 8 or 7 or something. So maybe West has led from 3 small, including the 9, and East has played the 10 from King Jack 10. That's very possible. East is looking to get a club ruff. But if clubs are 4-2, I still have to deal with the 4th round of clubs. So even if East gets a club ruff, maybe trumps then divide 2-2, and I can ruff the 4th round of clubs and dummy. Additionally, the queen could be from Queen 9 doubleton, in which case I actually don't need to deal with the 4th round of clubs. I guess I'm tempted to just win this, and... maybe go heart to the ace, heart to the king. That way, if East has Queen 3rd of hearts, or if East has 3 hearts, I think I'm in pretty good shape, because I suspect the Ace of Spades might be in West's hand. In which case, East would have no way to get in to pull Dummy's 3rd trump before I can ruff my club loser in the North hand. We do have a club entry to pitch a spade on the Ace of Diamonds. So, like, even if East has Queen 3rd of hearts, I don't really cost myself anything unless East started with Queen 9 doubleton of clubs, whereas if I go heart to the ace, heart to the jack, and West wins a Queen doubleton and then goes King of clubs, club ruff, I still get to ruff my last club, but I've cost myself an extra trick in the process. So I think I like this plan. Heart to the ace, heart to the king. Maybe if I'm going to play the hand that way, I should just go King of Hearts, heart to the ace. In case I catch like a Singleton Queen in West's hand or something like that, or Singleton 10 in West's hand. Okay. That's not great. The 9 of clubs falling, though, is kind of nice, meaning that our clubs actually become kind of good, but now we're in a little bit of jeopardy, right? If I play a heart and East wins and goes club, club, ruff, I guess East is then played into leading spades or diamonds, so that's probably okay. Alright, down 2. So West didn't need to pitch that 9 of clubs, obviously. Oh, they have ace doubleton of spades. That's rough for us. So we could have picked up the spade suit. Yeah, West never took a call in the auction with 5-5 in the minors. So I feel like a lot of people are going to just... The King of Diamonds was on side as well. Oh my god, this was like the worst possible result we could have gotten on the hand. Yeah, the diamond lead makes absolutely no sense from West's hand. I mean, give the problem to 100 like human players of all skill levels, and 100% of them lead a club. Maybe like 5% lead the ace of spades or something like that. But diamond would be everyone's 4th choice, I think. I'm pretty sure a trump is even more attractive than a diamond lead from King Jack. Yeah, so if we'd played the Queen of Diamonds at trick 1, and then just gone like Ace of Hearts, well, Ace of Diamonds, pitch a spade, Ace of Hearts, heart to the Jack, we would be in pretty good shape. We might even make 4 hearts. Oh well. Alright. Bad first board, but that's okay. I still like our line of play. Unfortunately, it just did not work out. Board 2. We have opened a heart. We have an 11 count with 7 hearts. 4 spades on the side. 3 clubs on our left. Partner makes a negative double. I think 3 spades is way too little. We have a ton of playing strength, and I mean, sometimes partner has 5 spades for this bid. We have aces. The club void is a lot of playing strength. Yeah, I think we should just be bidding game here. I like how 3 spades is 3 or more spades. You know, they're suggesting that with a minimum balanced hand, like 5-3-3-2, we would bid 3 spades here, which might be right. I mean, I think we should probably bid 3 diamonds with that hand type. But, yeah, I mean, if we're going to bid 3 spades with that hand, then obviously this is worth a 4 spade bid. Club lead. Club lead's actually very interesting. West didn't lead a heart, and we have 9 hearts between our hands. It could mean that West has, like, King Doubleton in the heart suit. But I don't think they have a singleton. I guess if they do have a singleton, it's pretty likely to be the singleton king. They could have a heart void. So what's my plan? I could... I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about relinquishing the club ace. I could win the club ace pitching a diamond, and I could try and pull trumps. If spades are in 3-2, I'm probably in pretty good shape. As long as the king's an east hand, I can pull 3 rounds of trumps and then go heart to the ace heart, and we probably make 12 tricks from there. If spades are 4-1, though, it might behoove me to play this hand as more of a cross ruff. If I could score the club ace, the diamond ace, the heart ace, and maybe even the heart queen, I guess that's pretty unlikely if spades are 4-1. But if I can score those 3 aces and ruff 2 clubs in my hand and a couple of hearts in the dummy, also maybe very unlikely. Either way, it seems like I should be able to ruff the opening lead and work on hearts. Is that true? Well, maybe not. If I ruff the opening lead and go heart to the ace heart, they might switch to diamonds. I have no way back to pitch a diamond on the club ace. What if I win the club ace and then work on hearts, pitching a diamond? Then I can't take spade hooks. All right, I've given up. I suppose what I'm going to do is hope that trumps split. Ace of clubs, pitch a diamond, run the queen of spades, play a spade to the jack. If trumps don't split, I can go heart to the ace heart. And they might be able to cash 2 clubs while I pitch hearts from hand. Or maybe... No, I have plenty of entries. I don't know why... I can always just ruff the 3rd club, pull a 3rd trump, and then start running hearts. I have the ace of diamonds to get back to the long hearts. They'll ruff in with their long trump. Okay, yeah, this just seems clear. Let's pitch a diamond. Let's run the queen of spades. Great. So that's not ideal. Yeah, now we have real problems. If I ruff this and pull 2 trumps, I think I need to discard on this trick. I can ruff the next club and then pull 2 trumps, and since clubs are 7-3 between the 2 hands, probably, given the weak jump, and no raise from East. If East had 4 clubs, East might have bid. I'll be able to then ruff, pull 2 trumps, and then go Ace of Hearts, Heart. I could even pull 4th trump if trumps happen to split badly. Yeah, so we'll discard here to cut communications. We get a spade return. Fair enough. West has 3 spades. It is starting to look like hearts are 4-0. Okay. Not great. But we still managed plus 170. Could East have done better in that end position? I guess not. We had enough entries to set up the heart suit with the help of club ruffs to get to our hand. It was a well-managed hand. I think if we were to ruff that second round of clubs, things would go south pretty quickly. Does Gib agree with me? Well, Gib seems to think that I'm always going down at this point in time, which, I don't know, I didn't spend a lot of time thinking about. But it seems like by discarding... What was he supposed to do? Oh, right, because hearts happen to be 4-0, our plan of actually just like setting up the heart suit wasn't gonna work. I was gonna, on a club return, pull 2 more rounds of trumps, like this, and then play a heart to the ace and just assume that I would be able to set up hearts, but obviously with hearts 4-0, this wasn't going to work. So... yeah, it's really strange why East didn't return a club after I discard. Anyway, plus 170. I mean, that feels like a pretty good result, given the misdefense from the robots. What happened here? We passed in first seat. Pretty big mistake, I think. When you have a 7-card major, especially, non-vulnerable, in like first or second seat or whatever, if you don't feel comfortable opening at the 3 level, you should always open at the 2 level. It's just impossible to catch up later in the auction, and it describes your hand pretty well. Your playing strength is probably about right. If you really feel like it's not worth a 3-level opener, then the 2-level opener tends to be an actual accurate description. So passing with hands like this is not the way to go. But we pass, partner opens a club, we get a no trump overcall on our right. Again, we kind of feel like pretty bad about the way the situation has gone. We should probably bid 2 spades now, because we didn't open 2 spades. Partner might kind of understand what our hand looks like. It has to be a preempt, basically. I mean, with, 5 spades and a 10 count, we would definitely be doubling a no trump. So we probably have a 6 trump, which means we have some sort of flawed preempt over here. But we pass again, which passes back around to our partner who bids 2 clubs. pass on our right. Now again, it's match points. Like, this is such a scary spot to be in. Partner could be 3-2-2-6. We've missed a 10-card spade fit, and instead we're playing a 6-1 club fit. So, we, you know, I mean, this is just not the way this auction should be going. Passes around to our left-hand opponent, who balances 2 diamonds. Right-hand opponent takes it out of diamonds to 2 hearts. And in their description, it says this is just 4 to 5 hearts, but I think very clearly this should show diamond shortness, because East has no idea what their partner's hand looks like. If they wanted to overcall hearts, they should have done it instead of bidding a no trump. So, yeah, it feels like West has a diamond suit, East doesn't have diamonds and has a heart suit. We finally bid 2 spades, which shows 4 or more. I love it. But this should also imply a club fit, because if partner doesn't have spades, then partner should be able to correct to 3 clubs, right? Like, we can't really have a suit that looks like this. This is one of the important things in competitive auctions at match points, is that if you can't be guaranteed a fit, a lot of your bids have to actually be 2 suitors, or like 2 places to play. So in this situation, when we had 3 opportunities earlier in the auction to show a long spade suit of our own and decided not to, we actually can't have this hand. Which means, what should 2 spades be? It should probably be like a spade suit with club tolerance. Like, we want to bid 3 clubs, but in case partner has a spade fit, we can play 2 spades. So partner should be passing with 3, maybe passing with a good doubleton, but otherwise should pull to 3 clubs. So with this hand, I think it's very clear for partner to bid 3 clubs. Maybe 2 no, I guess. Clubs or diamonds. But it looks like we got to the right spot eventually. So Jack of Diamonds lead. They play standard honors. East has the diamond queen. East is the no trump bidder. So East is pretty likely to have the heart ace. Looks like we need to set up our clubs to pitch hearts, while we still have an entry over there. I'm sorry, what? King, ace, 5-2, and then the queen of diamonds comes back? Why? Alright. I got to pitch 1 heart. Now, I'm pretty confident that the ace of hearts is on side. Like, sure, I guess it's possible that East has, you know, ace, king, queen of spades, queen of diamonds, ace of clubs is his 15 count. Maybe even some heart honors in there. But why would East not switch to hearts? I think it's crazy for East to not have switched to hearts anyway, given the way dummy looks, but I don't really see any reason to try the jack of clubs to pitch a heart, so I'm going to take the heart hook. One thing that's interesting to me is I kind of want to just exit a heart right now. It looks as if East's return of the diamond queen appears to be to try and set up diamonds in partner's hand. And if I know a defender is kind of going about the defense all wrong, I'm very tempted to try and let them continue to do so. The heart return would kind of sever communications a little bit, and East might let West win this trick, hoping that West can, like, cash a diamond, when in reality I think it's probably better for East to play clubs through, because I don't know if clubs are 3-3 or 4-2. It's starting to look as if, with West having played that 10 of clubs, that clubs might have started 4-2. So I think I want to cut communication in hearts. All right. Let's tackle the trump. So I guess I'll start with the 10 of spades. East wins. plays a fourth heart, which is not exactly what I wanted to see. So what's going on in hearts? East has turned up with ace jack of hearts, ace of clubs, queen of diamonds is 11. East just won the spade queen, so that's 13. East probably has one of the missing spade honors, and West has the other one. So what sort of spade holdings can I pick up? I can pick up also, what are the shapes? East started with 2 diamonds, 4 hearts. If they have 4 clubs, spades are 3-3. If they have 3 clubs, then East has 4 spades. I think spades are 3-3. Because otherwise West probably would have won their spade honor, rather than letting me just kind of strip it out by like roughing with the 4 and exiting the 5 here. So if spades are 3-3 and I rough with the 9, I don't think I can pick that holding up. The opponents will just duck, and if I exit the jack, they'll be able to cross-ruff clubs and diamonds. And if I exit a low one, once again, they'll be able to cross-ruff clubs and diamonds. So I think I can only pick up 3-3 spades if East has the 8, which means I should rough with the 7. Obviously, if I rough with the jack or 9, there could be some misdefense that allows me to make it, but I think I'm going to play for the legitimate chance. It's too bad. Okay, well, this went great. There was misdefense anyway. East made the mistake of roughing in with the 6 of spades. Yeah, kind of a cute end position. And, you know, there wasn't really much that we could have done in general on the hand. So jack of diamonds led to the ace, we play the king of clubs, queen of diamonds comes back, we pitch a heart, we take the heart finesse, and you can kind of see that, like, it doesn't really matter what we do here when the opponents work out the right defense, but I thought that playing back a heart would give me the best chance. Because if West had kind of made the mistake in this position of... Oh, I was thinking West could make the mistake of returning a diamond, but I guess East could rough high on this trick, which is not very natural defense from East's position. So, you know, if West returns, like, the 10 of diamonds or something, and East pitches a club, now I thought I was in pretty good shape here. I guess there's always this threat of promoting the 8 of spades, which is a problem. Anywho, yeah, defense is hard. That's the bottom line. Defense is hard, so they let us make in the end, even though they definitely shouldn't have. Board 4. A diamond from partner. We bid a spade. We've got an 11 count. Partner bids a no trump. We bid 3 spades. I'd be very worried about missing a heart fit. I don't really see any reason to avoid going through new minor forcing. We could bid 2 clubs here, and if partner has hearts, they can show us hearts. We find our 4-4 fit, which sounds like a great place to play. If partner doesn't have hearts, we can then show our spade invite, and partner will know that we're shaped like this. Anyway, looks like we've potentially missed a heart fit. We did miss a heart fit, but maybe it doesn't matter. We can hope, at least. So we got 2 club losers and the ace of spades off the top. As long as they don't get any roughs and spades behave, we're going to be in great shape. spade switch. That's good news for us. Let's just pull trumps. Probably not much to the rest of the play, so we'll go through it quickly. Rough this, pull the last trump, 10 tricks. Short and sweet hand. Everyone's gonna make 10 tricks there. Nothing exciting about the play. This is an auction. One of the great auctions of all time. A club, a diamond, a heart, 6 no. What do they think 6 no is? 22 to 24 high card points. Count them again. Oh, we have 23? Okay, I need to learn to count. 23. Oh, we're right smack in the middle of the range. But this is such a good 23 count. This is a hand where, like, slams and grand slams really need just, like, sources of tricks and controls, and I've said that a bunch, but jacks are really bad cards for slams and grand slams. I guess jacks are okay for grand slams, because they add some layer of protection against bad splits, like 4-1 splits or something in suits. But generally, you just want aces, kings, and queens, and the jacks are like secondary to trick taking. And here we have a 23 count with 0 jacks, which is huge, because like aces and kings tend to be undervalued in the normal point count system. So I would be very concerned about missing 7 diamonds or 7 no trump even. 7 clubs is probably a possible contract, even on a 4-3 fit. Partner could have queen jack 10-4 over there. So 6 no, pretty bad bid. Generally how I feel about all of these like big jumps is that it just shows a lack of confidence in yourself and your partner's ability to conduct a reasonable auction. Well, here we go. We get a spade lead, and we appear to have 13 tricks off the top after this lead, if diamonds are 4-2. We would have had some work to do if we didn't get the spade lead, but spades might come home. And yeah, I mean, partner has a terrible hand for us, right? Partner has a minimum in high cards, 12 count. Partner has 3 jacks. They do have some nice fitting diamond honors. I mean, the hand fits well with us, which is nice, but aside from that, their hand is pretty bad, and yet 7 no trump is great. You trust partner's ability to conduct a reasonable auction, but you don't trust your own. That's one of the things. I think there's like a little bit of maybe anxiety that can come with having bad results in the past bidding wise, and maybe like there's negative reinforcement for this as well if like your partner scolds you for making bad bids or whatnot, which I think is a pretty common thing in the bridge community. Or if you get like shoved into an assign the blame column on bridge winners. But yeah, I mean, in general, don't be so afraid of like having a long drawn out auction. You learn something. If you get to a slam, or you don't get to a slam or something, and you play 3 no trump and slam was making, at least you learned something in the process. Then you'll be able to use that in the future. There's definitely some practical advantages to jumping to games, I think, in concealing info. But for slams, you know, having delicate auctions gives you if you're getting a 10 or 15% chance of reaching a better slam or staying out of a bad one, then I think it's really helpful to go that route. Spades were not splitting. The queen of clubs technically drops. Queen of hearts is not in the hand with the spades. I think we would make 7 no on a double squeeze. Well, we would make 7 no on a double squeeze if we played it that way. I think the way I would play it would be to make 7 no on a double squeeze. It looks natural to play for the spades to split, but we find out pretty quickly that West has spade length, which makes it a little bit attractive to run diamonds pitching spades from the north hand. And so we hold on to all of the ace, king, 3 of clubs opposite the jack, 9, 8. West has the long spade. East has the queen of hearts over the jack and dummy. And there is a double squeeze eventually, non-simultaneous, once we eventually play a spade to the ace. On the 3rd round, East will get squeezed in hearts and clubs. Our 3 clubs grows up. You know what? I'll play it out. Here we go. This'll be fun. This'll be a fun exercise. So let's say West leads, I don't know, just something passive. I mean, a spade doesn't look that attractive against 7 no trump. So let's say West leads the 9 of hearts. Low, low, ace. We unblock the diamonds. And, I mean, we'd have some options. We could try and take 2 club finesses, playing East for both the queen and 10, but I think this is a little bit worse than playing for 3-3 spades, for one thing. Maybe this isn't exactly the best technical plan. I guess we could have, like, cashed a high spade first to check for a singleton jack, but anyway, we do something like this, ace of spades, spade, East now shows out. So East pitches a club. Now it becomes pretty attractive to just run the diamonds and release the 6 of spades if necessary. So play a diamond, West can pitch 1 spade, we'll throw heart, play another diamond, West has to make a discard, they can pitch a heart, we can pitch a club, we can cash the king of hearts just to clarify the situation a little bit. Then we can play the last diamond, and West gets squeezed down to a doubleton club because they have to hold 2 spades. So they can pitch a heart, as they do. They've already been squeezed down to a doubleton club because they didn't have one to start with. We can throw the 6 of spades. East has to hold the queen of hearts, so they pitch a club. Now a spade to the queen. East gets squeezed in hearts and clubs. They have to hold the queen of hearts. And now our 3 of clubs becomes good in the end position. So this is probably how I would play the hand, or something similar to this, which appears to be much stronger than just taking 2 club finesses. 3-3 spades, or the double squeeze, or maybe some other small remote chances seem to work out. So, cute hand, unfortunately not the right way to bid it. On to board 6. East opens a diamond on our right. We overcall spade. We got 11. 2 diamonds on our left. 3 diamonds by partner. Okay. I mean, our hand's not terrible. We did overcall non-vulnerable, so our hand could definitely be a little bit worse, but 5-3-3-2 is not great, and we just don't have any tricks. We have no shape. 3 hearts feels like a pretty big bid. I think I would just sign off in 3 spades. If partner was comfortable bidding 4 spades on their own, let them do it. But anyway, we gave it a try. Partner bid 3 spades. Here we are. Diamond King probably in the pocket. Partner has done a lot of bidding with their hand. I don't blame them with an 11 count and 4 trumps, but man, 3 diamonds. I mean, Queen of diamonds, Queen of hearts are not great cards. Interesting. I would love to be able to steal a heart trick. That way I might be able to end play East and hearts. It appears East has started with the ace, king of hearts, king of diamonds. Jack of spades, ace of clubs would give them 15. So maybe the ace of clubs is just on side. East would have opened a no trump. Or maybe this is a singleton spade and East couldn't open a no trump. Anyway, let's start with... Whoa! What? I'm sorry, excuse me a second? He's just switched to the Jack of Spades from Jack 10 fourth. I did not see that coming. Okay, do I need to be careful at all? I think the answer is no. I believe I can just knock out the heart. No, I have some problems. I now only have one dummy entry to take a diamond and a spade finesse. But I guess I can force East to give me another entry, right? I can lead the Jack of Hearts, and if East ducks, I can continue a third heart, and East is kind of end played in 3 suits. And if East wins, I can use the Queen of Hearts as an entry to take the diamond hook after drawing trumps. Whew. Oh. I see. Well, we have some issues with the club ace being offside. But that's okay. Been there, done that, right? Fair enough. Well, not much more to this hand, I suppose. We can pull trumps and try the club finesse, which is obviously never going to work. Should I duck a club? See if it's like a singleton ace. Singleton ace might be our only hope. So East would have to have like 4x1. West would need to have raised to 2 diamonds on 3. That seems very unlikely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure East has ace doubleton of clubs, but... oh well. Down 1. Man, that Jack of Spades switch. East won the King of Hearts and decided not to switch to diamonds. They just switched to the Jack of Trumps. That's so crazy to me. Could we have picked this up if East had just switched to diamonds? Maybe we have, like, barely enough entries? We duck, West wins the king and plays back a diamond. Maybe. I don't know. Weird defense. Board 7. We have opened a club. We have a aces and spaces, as they say. 12 count. Partner bids a heart. We bid a spade. Partner bids 2 diamonds, game forcing. Not the convention that Gittleman was suggesting. We bid 2 hearts, showing 3. Partner jumps to 4 spades. Wow. Again, we don't need to do this, but I'm a little bit more comfortable with these jumps for game auctions than I am for slam auctions. This one's a little bit less clear because 1 spade could show a big hand. 2 hearts hasn't limited our hand in any way. I don't know why it says 11 to 14. Partner's game forced, so 2 hearts could be any strength. Like, what do they expect us to do with a 17 count with 3 hearts here? Say 4-3-1-5 shape with 17. Are we supposed to jump to 3 hearts with that? I mean, that doesn't make sense. That's kind of backwards thinking in bidding. You generally want to jump with weakness. Or some very specific hand type, like a picture bid. Anyway, 4 spades. Partner has way too much stuff. Partner has a strong no trump with 3 kings and an ace and a roughing value. We could easily be missing a slam. 4 spades, not a great bid. But it looks like things might work out. How do I want to play this? I'm tempted to take 2 diamonds and then run the 10 of spades. kind of pseudo-end playing East. At least East will be forced to return trumps, and then we can go from there. Obviously, a club or a heart return would be productive for us. So let's start by doing that. It's a little bit revealing, but I think it's okay. Oh. I see. So East pitches a club, and this is also a pretty revealing play on this type of an auction when we're kind of marked with club length. So it looks like East has 5 clubs pretty likely to the Queen 10. It's a little bit weird that West didn't lead their singleton. Well, I guess we have a couple of options. I could win... I could win the 8 of spades in hand and play a heart to the 10. And East is like kind of end played. Diamond return gives me a rough slough, and a club or a heart return gives up a trick in that suit. Although the heart return doesn't exactly cost. And you still get a club trick eventually. I think I'm going to do that. I do want to keep West off lead. I don't want West to continue playing trumps. Oh, East pitches another club. I guess clubs started 6-0, right? Diamonds were actually 7-2. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, really not great. Okay. I mean, that's really interesting that Diamonds started 7-2. So West started with 4 spades, 2 diamonds. We don't know much about the club or heart suits, but now that East has pitched a lot of clubs, I'm not convinced clubs are 6-0 anymore. I think it's a lot more likely that clubs are splitting in some sort of favorable manner. Maybe even hearts as well. It's over rough. So that's all the trumps. How do I want to handle the end position? West still didn't lead a club. So I suppose it's tempting to believe that West has some club length. Maybe suggesting that West started with a shape like 4-3-2-4. Then East would show out if I played a club to the ace. And if that's West's shape, hearts are splitting. So club to the ace, club to the jack, run the heart suit. If West only has 3 clubs, then club to the ace, East is going to follow. I'm going to kind of have to guess what to do on the next round, but I think I'll play a club to the jack, cash the king, which picks up the suit, and then heart to the ace. Yeah, let's go club to the ace. Okay, so I should be able to claim the rest here, because we have a full count on West shape. And we can. Hearts were 3-3. I would say that this is kind of like a weird... I don't know if I would call it glitch for Gib, but there are players who can definitely take advantage of this sort of thing by just like randomly clicking the claim button and seeing if Gib accepts. Because while yes, we had enough information to work out that the hearts had to be 3-3, maybe not everyone does. So club to the ace, club to the jack, heart to the ace, heart to the 10 might be some people's line of play, and that would be if they're not counting to 13. But yeah, Gib will let you claim as long as you have 100% information to know that there's a foolproof line of play that always takes the number of tricks that you're claiming, which we did. I mean, I think it's a good result, ultimately. We had to lose a spade and we had to lose a heart, and those were the only tricks we lost, but it was a pretty roundabout way to get there. Pass, pass, pass. We have a 19 count. It's a pretty good 19. Again, no jacks. Makes the hand a little better. 4-4 in the majors argues for opening a minor as opposed to no trump, but the fact that this hand is probably worth a balanced 20 count argues for opening 2-no. The reason I say 4-4 in the majors argues for opening a minor is that sometimes partner will respond with a 4-card major to a one of a minor opener, but they might not have enough values to bid over a 2-no opener. Like if partner has a 4 count with a 4-card heart suit to the queen, or I guess in this case a 4-card spade suit to the queen, they'll pass 2-no, whereas over 1 diamond they'll bid a spade. And we can find our spade fed at least. Diamond, 3 clubs. Support jump shift by passed hand. Okay, so partner has clubs and diamonds. We bid 3-no, which looks pretty reasonable. Partner being a passed hand, despite having a maximum in terms of values, we're probably a little bit shy of slam, especially when most of our stuff is wasted in the majors. We get a heart lead. Ooh, I like partner's bidding on this one. That's like the first and last time you'll see me say that about the robots. If we have the convention, we may as well use it, and this feels like a pretty fitting hand. You can't always have the perfect hand, right? Obviously, partner's hand would be a little better if their clubs were like king, jack, 10, 6th. Then that would be ideal, but among all of the other alternative choices, like a diamond past 2 clubs, well, we might have a big diamond fit, and partner doesn't show that. A diamond past 2 diamonds, well, I think they play it inverted. Obviously, a diamond pass and no trump is not the right bid. So 3 clubs, I like it. Hearts, they didn't attack our weakest suit, which is spades, so that's good news. We have 5 tricks in the majors. We have 2 diamonds. I guess we're just gonna try and pick up the club suit. So I'll duck around to clubs, and then I will lead low to the king on the next round. And we might have a couple of diamond entries. If the queen of diamonds is with West, then we can even pick up ace third of clubs offside. Otherwise, we're going to need the ace of clubs onside. 6-3-8. Could be jack 10 third. The robots love leading from jack 10 third. So, it's definitely possible that this 6 of hearts is jack 10 6, and East has like the 9-8. I mean, it almost has to be that, because with West having like jack 9 6 of hearts, East would play the 10 here. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure West has jack 10 third of hearts. Just a weird robot quirk. Well, I don't mind the opponents attacking hearts, so I want to make it as attractive as possible for them to continue the heart suit, and I think the way to do that is to win my lowest heart here. A lot of the times this is not the right card to win because we want to try and convince the opening leader that their partner has this card, but here I think the Queen of Hearts is going to make it a little bit more attractive when East gets in, likely on this next club, to continue hearts rather than switching to spades. Okay. Oh, 6-4 doubleton of hearts. I see. So East started with Jack 10 9 8 5th. West just randomly decided to lead their doubleton. Now I understand. I mean, I'm going to continue playing clubs. Okay, we do have a bit of a conundrum now. This could be from Ace-Queen doubleton remaining. It's very possible. I mean, human or robot would definitely duck this trick. I think a human would be a lot faster to duck this trick even, especially given that Declare ducked the first round of the suit. The human would kind of know what's going on. Declare is trying to guess with the doubleton club. But obviously, like, if Declare happened to have, say, Jack third of clubs or something like that, then, and it goes low, 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 low on the first round, then West would also work out from Ace-Queen third to duck just to cut communications, if nothing else. They would know if they fly Ace, Declare's King of Clubs would represent an entry by overtaking the Jack from hand. So an additional consideration is, because I know that hearts are 5-2, it's now somewhat tempting to play low, because West won't be able to play another heart. So if East happens to have Ace-Jack third of clubs, then I play the king here. East will win, knock out my heart. Even if I have 2 diamond entries, East will be able to run the heart suit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play low. There's some chance that the 10 of clubs was Queen 10, Queen Jack 10, and this just picks up the suit. There's some chance this looks real silly when West has the Ace of Clubs, but I think I really want to keep East off lead. Nice. Okay, so we have plenty of discards. Ace of Diamonds entry, we don't even need to take the hook. 460. Queen was on side anyway. I find it strange the amount of information you can get from weird leads. Like here, you know, West has an automatic spade lead, 10-9-8, fourth of spades. If West had just let a spade like a normal person, we wouldn't have had this inference that we wanted to keep East off lead when that Queen of Clubs pops up. And I probably would have guessed the clubs wrong, resulting in losing an extra trick and possibly even going down because they would have started working on the spade suit rather than the heart suit, which has no hope. But after the doubleton heart lead, we got a lot of extra info. Alright, board 9. Partners passed. Right-hand opponent opens a diamond. We overcall heart. Looks good. We got a 10 count. We're favorable. Negative double on our left. 2 hearts by partner. I'll pass. Feels like an excellent match point result so far. Wow, we have 9 trumps and the opponents let us play 2 hearts. That makes it pretty likely that the hearts split, although I guess if East has 5 diamonds and West only has 3, it might have been difficult for West to find a reasonable bid. If West is like 4-2, 3-4, sure they can balance with the takeout double, but they might not really want to play a 4-3 spade fit. and they might think that only 3 diamonds is not a great holding. If they were 4-2, 4-3, they could balance 3 diamonds. Anyway, diamond lead. So we have a diamond loser, 2 clubs, a heart, 1 or 2 spades. We could definitely go down. We could definitely go down. 8 of spades switch. Yikes. Eight of spades. Well, there's no reason to play the queen now. We can always take the finesse later. So I'll play the 9. Jack is a strange play. I mean, I wonder if East actually did switch to the 8 from 10-8. In which case now we've actually just picked up the spade suit. We could play low to the 6 on the next round. Hooking East for the 10. I'm still gonna do my best to try and end play someone, though, to avoid this problem. Alright, what's actually going on in the rest of the hand? East has turned up with the diamond ace, probably the queen. West has turned up with king jack of spades. I mean, if I'm right about the location of the spade king, I could just duck this trick. It wouldn't really cost, and supposedly the spade suit's frozen, so I could just rough the diamond suit out, pull trumps, and exit ace and a club, and whoever wins is end played. So it's not like it's strictly necessary to win the spade ace and take a finesse back through the 10. But I might do it. There's some chance that East actually let a spade away from the king, in which case I would really rather lead towards the queen of spades and see if East has nerves of steel and ducks. Alright, let's win this. I think I'm just going to play ace of hearts and a heart. Ah, East is the one with the singleton, huh? 9 of clubs switch. Doesn't appear like there's any reason to duck or not duck, so I'm just gonna duck. Diamond comes back. We can pull a trump. Rough a diamond and go ace and a club. I mean, East will get in and will put us to the guess in spades, but I'm planning to play West for the spade king. Alright. So, a little bit of a misstep on defense. It's very weird for East to switch to spades rather than clubs. King, queen, jack, 4th of clubs. Feels like a pretty automatic and obvious switch. East could, of course, also just exit a diamond safely. You see, declare, drop the jack. So, plus 110, I mean, it looks like everyone's getting the same defense, and as long as you correctly cover the 8 of spades with the 9, you'll be okay. Diamond on our right, we overcall and no trump. We got 15... some diamond cards. I mean, definitely a few diamond stoppers. I think we have to overcall a no trump with this. Partner bids 3 no. Partner has a 9 count, but a really nice 5-card club suit with an outside entry. It feels like partner kind of has to make this call. The hands don't fit very well. Doubleton club. Opposite the king, queen, 8, 5th. Let's see what East does at trick 1. East plays the queen. Well, we have a couple of options. We could duck. Diamonds are either 5-1 or 4-2, most likely. And it feels like maybe we should set up diamonds as opposed to clubs. We could, of course, get very lucky if either the ace of clubs is on side, or if we decide to play for Jack 10 third on side, we could set up the club suit. In which case, maybe it's important to actually win this trick. Otherwise, East can switch to hearts and start, you know, chipping away at our heart stoppers. Okay, we have two main lines of play. Let's quickly think through them. So we could duck this trick. East will probably switch to hearts. We'll put in the queen. I think it's somewhat likely to win. We now need to get to dummy. It looks somewhat natural to play a club to the king. Let's say East wins, they play back a heart, we win. We once again need to get to dummy to take diamond finesses. It's looking like we kind of quickly run out of stoppers everywhere. Yeah, like, I want entries to dummy to take a spade finesse through East. I want entries to dummy to take a diamond finesse through East. But if I use clubs as an entry, I set up at least one extra club trick for the opposition. And if I use spades as an entry, then well, maybe it's okay. Okay, let's continue this line. So I duck trick 1, East switches to heart, let's say it wins. Club to the king, East wins and plays back a heart, I win. Spade to the ace, diamond hook. Let's say they split 4-2, so I can go ace of diamonds, duck a diamond. Now diamonds are established. They can cash a few hearts. Oh, and now I don't need a spade finesse. I mean, well, they're going to cash some hearts, but I will then have the rest because my long diamond is good. So I'll end up losing a club, a diamond, at least 2 hearts. Sorry, a club, 2 diamonds, and at least 2 hearts. So that would be like down 1 or down 2. The alternative is I could kind of go for all the glory, win this trick. Let's say I run the 9 of clubs next. If clubs are 3-3 with the Jack 10 on side, I mean, that would be a huge win. I would score 4 clubs, 2 spades, 2 hearts, I mean, I would make the contract. And even if it doesn't work, I win the diamond ace, I run the 9 of clubs. Let's say East wins the 10. East plays back a heart. I win the queen. Now I play a club to the 8. Assuming this forces the ace, I'm still going to score 3 clubs, 2 hearts, 2 spades, and a diamond for... Yeah, this has to be a much better line of play. Of course, if the king of hearts is offside, it's not great for us, but I think it's bad either way if the king of hearts is offside. But yeah, I like this plan. I think the thing that really puts me onto it is that they don't get to switch to hearts at trick 2, which looks like the best defense to start knocking out my stoppers there. Let's give it a try. I mean, this could go very badly. East might have king, ace, jack, 10 third of clubs, and I lose 3 club tricks and never get over there to run clubs, but I think overall this has one huge win, jack 10 third on our left, and for most of the rest of it, we should at least be able to establish quite a few club tricks. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Alright, now what? Well, I mean, we have quite a few options. We could lead a diamond to the jack. It's starting to look like we got really lucky, isn't it? West played the 10 of clubs here, and East ducked. I mean, sure, maybe East actually has ace-jack third or something in his ducking here, but it's honestly starting to sound as if West really did have jack 10 third. We could play a spade to the jack. I mean, I'm a little bit worried about it losing. But I guess if it loses, then West can't really hurt us. West can switch to hearts. I could lead a diamond towards the jack. I think that would go badly if diamonds started 5-1. East would just win and force out our jack of diamonds. King, queen of diamonds, ace of clubs, king of hearts, queen of spades would be 14. For East, I'm a little bit nervous about playing a spade to the jack because I don't think I need the spade tricks if the clubs come home. Or at least I don't need all of them. Let's lead a diamond. Even if diamonds are 5-1, he still has the 3 of diamonds in hand. And I don't think there's much chance that they play the 3 here. But I guess they might. I don't think there's a chance they play the 3 if they have 5 of them, is what I should say. So maybe in the worst case scenario, East wins and knocks out my jack of diamonds, but they only set up 1 extra trick. Okay, we're going to take the heart hook. And now let's lead a club. All right, 8 of clubs, yeah? I think that's the play. We're hoping for jack 10 third. Look at that. 10 of diamonds comes back. Okay. Now what? Like, there's no guarantee that clubs are 3-3. I think it's pretty likely, given that diamonds are 4-2, and given that East ducked the first round of clubs, I think it's somewhat likely that East with ace doubleton would have won out of fear, especially from robot perspective, that we just duck the next round. East switched to the 9 of hearts, which indicates to me that West has the jack. If East had king, jack, 9, they would have switched to the jack as a surrounding play with the 10 and dummy. So I think it's looking as if East probably does have this 14 count. Ace of clubs, king, queen of diamonds, king of hearts, queen of spades. We could still misguess the spade suit, but I guess that's somewhat likely. Let me think, is there anything I can do? I pitch a spade here, I unblock the heart ace, I play a spade to the ace, and I start running clubs. East has to hold on to diamonds. So they get squeezed out of... Well, I suppose East basically just gets show-up squeezed in spades. They can pitch all of their spades. And if West has the spade queen, West can hold on to the spade queen and pitch all of their hearts. But the defense might not work it out. And anyway, I'm not confident enough to play a spade to the 10. I think we've already taken a line of play that is pretty likely to just beat the field in this contract. So I'm pretty happy with the way things are going so far. I guess if clubs don't split, I could, like, be a little bit safer. I could, like, pitch a heart here, play another diamond, pitching a club. Now my last diamond is set up. I'm going to make at least 9 tricks, which is probably already good enough for, like, 80%. But I'm confident enough in my read that clubs are 3-3 that I'm willing to risk the over trick, even though it's probably not worth a ton of match points. All right, we'll pitch a spade. Let's unblock the heart ace. Spade to the ace. King of clubs, follow. Oh no! Oh, that's really bad. Oh, that is so bad. Ah! Alright. We still have quite a few tricks. So East is down to, they have a winning diamond, they have the King of Hearts, and therefore they have one more spade in hand. It could still be this 14 count with the Queen of Spades. East would have started with Queen 4th, King 3rd, King Queen 4th, Ace Doubleton. Hearts could be 4-4. I guess East could still have King Doubleton of Hearts, and this is their last spade, and then I really need to fly King. God, oh no. I feel so bad about the way this has gone now. I should have just safely taken my 9 tricks. I was so confident in the club split. Okay, one last pause. So the field is probably going to duck the opening lead. A heart's going to come through. We win the queen. We play a club to the king. It wins, as it did here. We play a diamond to the jack, ace of diamonds, exit a diamond. So East will have taken 2 diamonds. East now plays back another heart. You win the ace. You cash a diamond. I guess pitching clubs now from the dummy. And at this point, West will have thrown quite a few hearts because they have to hold on to clubs, and they're holding on to the Queen of Spades, as I'm thinking they might have. So Declare is up to 3 diamonds, a club, 2 hearts is 6. They have 2 spades, but I think it's pretty likely Declare goes spade to the ace, spade to the jack. West wins. And the defense will have scored 2 diamonds, a spade. They'll have the ace of clubs, and I guess they'll have... a 2 hearts to cash. So I think a lot of people are going to go down 2. So getting out for down 1 might actually be a good result. Obviously, if the Queen of Spades is in East's hand, I should just put in the jack. I'm going to play the king. I mean, East would have made a technical mistake by pitching a spade on the previous trick. Oh, I can't go back to show the previous trick. If they did have the Queen of Spades, because they could have prevented me from scoring the 4th spade by pitching the King of Hearts instead. Yeah, I'm going to play the king and just... Okay, 6:30. Easy game. Well, I mean, you know, I don't talk about this, but it was obviously that's a way to win. Queen Doubleton offside. Yeah, really interesting hand. I think the big thing, actually, is that the 9 and 8 of clubs are such powerful cards that without those, it probably makes a lot more sense to play on diamonds. And with those, it made more sense to play on clubs. So that was kind of the big realization. It's not hard to work it out, but it might look a little bit unnatural to do so. All right, 630. Nice score on that one. Finally, we did something right. Board 11. We open a heart. We have a 17 count with 5 hearts. The robots always open upgrade 17s with a 5-card major out of the no trump range. 1 spade on our left. Partner bids 2 hearts. 3 hearts on our right to show a big hand, which is a little bit surprising to us. I would certainly go after the opponents here. Our hand is very defensive, being flat in shape. We have a lot of aces and kings, which are just quick tricks. We have a lot of wasted cards in the opponent's suit. And we don't really have any safety in making our own contracts. Like, I think 4 hearts is a huge gamble on this hand. Right? We probably don't have spade loser, but only because we can rough it in partner's hand. We have 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, and multiple trumps to deal with. And a lot of our finesses, I think, are going into the hand that, given that they've overcalled a pretty weak spade suit, they probably have a bunch of the, you know, outside kings and queens in the minor suits. So I would very much rather just double the opponents in 3 spades on this hand than play 4 hearts. At least at match points. But here we are. We're in 4 hearts. We get a diamond lead. Okay. Sure. Well, if the ace of clubs is on side, we don't look to be in terrible shape. We have a diamond, a club, and a heart to lose. Only if the hearts split in some sort of friendly manner, like singleton honor with West, or hearts are 2-2. Alright. 7 diamonds lead, so I guess we put up the queen. Can't be singleton king over here. So we'll win the ace. Let's cash the heart ace. I see. Well, it's starting to sound like we are not making 4 hearts. Now, given that hearts are 4-0, I wonder if the opponents had a chance to make a bunch of spades. Seven of diamonds lead. We're missing the 9 and 10, but West wouldn't lead the 7 from 10-9-7. I don't think against suits they would do that. Against no trump they would. So diamonds can't split. Looks like we just kind of need to take a club finesse eventually. Or now. We also need to rough something in one of the hands, either rough our spade and dummy or rough both a club and diamond in our own hand. Let's take a club hook, I suppose. What was East club discard? The 3. Actually, it seems pretty likely that East has the ace of clubs, right? Otherwise, what did East bid 3 hearts with? They have exactly 3 spades, right? Because West must have 5 for having such a weak suit. No more 4-card overcalls today. And East has nothing in hearts, so what are their outside values? I mean, they've got to have... They have the king of diamonds, but if they don't have the club ace, they have, what, a 6 count? Probably not. So... It's starting to look like the ace of clubs is offside, but there's not much we can do about it. Yeah, let's try the club hook. Thank you. 10 of diamonds around to the jack. Wonderful. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can just claim down 3. I have to lose a club, a diamond, and 3 trumps from here. Club, diamond, 3 trumps, down 3. Yeah, West had a very light 1 spade overcall. Got us in trouble. Okay, I'm curious, because even opposite all of this like adversity in the distribution, how bad was 3 spades gonna do, really? Maybe it does quite well. I mean, they definitely have to lose a diamond and 2 trumps. Partner is likely to lead a heart, maybe? I mean, partner's somewhat likely to lead a trump, which would not be the best start for our side against 3 spades doubled. I don't know. Maybe my judgment's bad on this one, or maybe we just get super unlucky given the distribution and the location of the club ace. If West had the club ace, we could actually get a club ruff. Or maybe get a club ruff. So I think 3 spades probably would go down based on the location of that card. And 4 hearts would still have very little play, at least on this layout. Anyway, minus 150. Probably going to be flat. Board 12. We get to 4 hearts. We open a no trump in 4th seat. We got a big 17 count with lots of intermediate spot cards, 2 9s and a 10. Partner bids 2 diamonds transfer to hearts. We show a super accept with a doubleton spade. This is a weird doubleton to have for the super accept, because a lot of people will structure their super accepts of transfers to show weak doubletons. It's a lot easier to evaluate that type of hand, right? If partner has 4 small spades or something opposite a weak doubleton, whatever weak doubleton means, like at best jack doubleton or something like that, or at best queen doubleton maybe, then partner will be able to count losers in that suit and, you know, have a sense of what the rest of our hand looks like. But if our doubleton could be ace-queen doubleton, then 4 small or something doesn't look like such a bad holding anymore. We could take a finesse and rough the suit out and have 0 losers there. So there's a wide variety, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of players will use these doubleton super accepts to show only specifically weak doubleton. 3 diamonds retransfer. We accept. Partner bids 4 hearts. Sounds good. We get a club lead. And we have a lot of work to do. I mean, partner does not have a very good hand. That is a very light 4 heart bid. Alright, so they'll probably cash 2 diamonds now. No, they switch to spades. The king of spades could easily be on side for the switch. East might be worried that if they have the spade king, it looks a little bit more attractive to play spades because the opening club lead might have set up discards for declare and dummy. And spades is the most threatening suit. I mean, I can certainly win the spade ace and pitch 2 spade losers. But I still have to deal with the diamond suit then. It's somewhat attractive to win the ace of spades because we're kind of trading one finesse for another. we're trading the 10 of diamonds finesse for the king of spades finesse, which honestly seem about 50-50 to me. But the bonus is that maybe if I can actually just pull trumps, the opponents won't get a diamond ruff. Whereas if I put in the spade queen and it loses, the opponents might get a diamond ruff. I think it's somewhat unlikely, though. You know, West also is going to have to work out whether to switch to diamonds or play back spades when they get in. And if West returns spades and that happens to be wrong, I might be able to pull trumps and pitch 3 diamonds from the north hand. I'm going to take the spade hook. You know, East had to lead something. Heart and club are unattractive, and East is pretty likely to have one of the diamond honors. So a diamond looks somewhat unattractive as well. East could, of course, have the king of spades. If the queen of spades wins, we're in a lot better shape. Yeah, we'll give it a try. It's too bad. Hopefully West doesn't figure out the diamond switch. They don't, which is good news. But we now need to go back and recall what club West led at trick 1, because it's possible clubs are 4-4 and I should take all my discards immediately. Or it's possible I should take the heart finesse. I'm going to cash 1 club. I honestly do not remember what West led at trick 1. Okay, let's say the diamond honors are split. So West is turned up with the spade king, a diamond honor. They could definitely have the heart king. East is turned up with the club ace, a diamond honor. Could also easily have the heart king. So I don't think we have a lot of info about that right now. I tend to be of the belief that defenders who don't find the right line of defense have fewer of the outstanding high cards. So like if West had a diamond honor and the heart king, they would have a much better sense that our spade honor is the ace, that we have the ace of spades, and they might find a diamond switch. So that kind of leads me a little bit in the direction, or leans me a bit in the direction that East has the heart king. All right, I'm going to take that inference. Let's try and cash a couple clubs. Too bad. No! No! Spades were 6-2. And the king of hearts was onside. Man, that's unfortunate. Also, it was king 4th of hearts. Wait a second. Wait a second. So maybe there wasn't much I could do. Spade comes back to the ace. I mean, I can certainly pull trumps here and get out for down 1, even after playing 2 rounds of clubs. I could definitely pull trumps and get out for down 1. But there's no way to get back to hand to cash the club queen, right? Gibble just tell me I'm always down 1 here. And cashing the club, or trying to cash the club queen, put us down 2, but with 4-0 hearts. I mean, obviously this was not my concern. I was just worried that the king of hearts was offside. East never took a call with 6-5 in the black suits. Once again, kind of crazy. Fairly automatic spade opener in third seat. Favorable. All right, 4 boards to go. So we've had some ups and downs. Hopefully more ups than downs, though. Board 13. Pass, pass, we open a club. We have 12. Partner bids a heart, we rebid 2 clubs. Sounds good to me. Partner tables a 10 count with a stiff club. 7 a diamonds lead. I mean, technically could be queen 9-7. But it's a little risky to play low. If we play low and East wins and plays back a diamond, they'll definitely get a diamond ruff. Or at least it's pretty likely they'll get a diamond ruff. So we could kind of avoid that by hopping up with the ace at trick 1. Start to work on the trump suit. Sure. Play club to the jack, just in case it's like queen doubleton or something like that. We would be in pretty good shape. 7-5 doubleton of diamonds, it looks like. East has encouraged at trick 1 with the 6. All right. Given that East played the 8 of clubs, we don't really need to worry about a 4th round of diamonds coming through, like promoting a trick, for example. So, because we can just ruff with the 6. I don't really see any way to avoid a heart, spade, diamond, and possibly club loser, depending on the club queen, though. Like, I could play a spade to the king. And if West wins and returns a heart, no, it's just not going to happen, is it? Let's lead a diamond. Let's see if the queen of clubs falls. All right, spade. I'll put up the king just on the hopes that West doesn't return spades, but I'm sure they will. Try and run some clubs maybe and see if the opponents discard incorrectly, but they don't. All right, plus 90. Probably not much to be done about that one. No real way to engineer a trump coup or end play into scoring all of our trumps despite the club finesse working. Board 14. We open a spade in second seat. Partner bids 2 hearts. We bid 2 spades, showing nothing else, which always feels a little strange to me, but this is just a system choice that the robots utilize. Partner bids 3 clubs. Ooh. Yeah, this is a tricky spot. 3 no is a pretty bad bid, I think. Partner's unlimited. We have a club fit now, and we have some nice controls. We're a bit minimum, and the singleton heart is maybe not ideal, but the 4-card club support. Partner could be 5-5 over there. You know, ace doubleton of diamonds, singleton spade, and we're gin for 7 clubs a lot of the time. So 3 no trump is definitely not the right direction to be going with this hand. Yes, we have a diamond stopper, which is great. But I would love to find a way to suggest clubs if I could. And I think the way to do that is to suggest doubt about no trump by bidding 3 diamonds. So we could bid 3 diamonds and partner could bid 3 of a major. Let's say 3 spades, and now we bid 3 no. I don't want to bypass 3 no directly at match points. Like, I think 4 clubs might be a little bit much on this hand, but it's probably an okay call. But that sort of auction would tell partner, hey, I have some doubt that 3-no is the right contract, and then if partner really is like 5-5 with a bunch of controls, they're pretty likely to bid 4 clubs, and then we'll get to a club slam. And if partner says, well, you have some doubt, but fine, you have a diamond stopper and you grudgingly admitted it, I'll let you sit here. So that feels like a better auction to me. How did we do? Looks like we did okay. Partner doesn't exactly have the slam-suitable hand, even though it's possible 6 clubs could make, maybe on a good day. You know, hearts 4-3 and king third of clubs in West's hand, and it looks like we have some chances at least. Or I guess king doubleton of clubs in West's hand with a 4-card heart suit. That way we can rough the hearts good before starting trumps. Anywho, diamond lead in 3-no. It appears that we should be setting up one of the black suits. We just don't really have the entries to set up hearts, and it's not worth the number of tricks we'd lose in doing so, even if they split. So which black suit is maybe a little bit better to go after? I'm tempted to believe that clubs is the right suit to go after. If we can pick up the clubs for 1 loser, then we'll get 2 extra tricks. Whereas in spades, I mean, there are ways that we can score 3 spade tricks. East could have the king queen. East could have honor 9/3 in the suit. I guess East could have honor 4th in the suit, and we play low to the jack on the first round and then later guess what to do. But those chances seem a little bit more remote, and also I don't have a convenient entry to North's hand to take a spade finesse. So yeah, let's win in hand. I think the percentage in clubs is to run the 9 on the first round, playing West for honor doubleton. So I'm going to do that. This is kind of a famous suit combination, and probably worth studying if you care about the game, but I'm not going to go deep into the analysis. I vaguely remember that that's the right way to play the suit, so I'm just going to roll with it. Sometimes West also pops up with the king, but I think this is the right line of play, even if West never pops up with the king from king doubleton, is to run the 9 and then later cross to the north hand and run the queen. But anyway, looks like things have gone well in clubs. I suppose now we can try to work on the spade suit if we want. We have, so if clubs split, we have 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, 2 hearts, and a spade is 9. Even if I were to duck a heart trick, it wouldn't do enough to rectify the count for some sort of eventual squeeze. So I guess that means we do need to play on spades. And that makes me think that I should just play East for the king, queen of spades as an attractive way to try and develop a 10th trick here. Okay, let's win the ace. Play spade to the jack. Another diamond comes back. So, diamonds are apparently 5-2. Alright, let's play a club to the queen. Cash the rest of the clubs. West pitches a heart. So West still has 2 diamonds left. East has pitched a spade. West has 2 diamonds. If they have like 2 hearts and a spade, nine of spades is an interesting discard. West could have 3 hearts and 0 spades. West might have started with a singleton queen of spades. And what is East down to? I guess I haven't really been counting East shape. I was thinking, like, if East is down to King Doubleton of spades remaining, I could go Ace King of hearts and a heart, and they would be strip squeezed. They would have to play a spade into my Ace 10 at the end. That looks like a somewhat attractive plan. It would mean the defense has made a couple of minor errors along the way. West could have played back a heart rather than a diamond at the crucial point to cut communications. I think I'm going to go for it. Ace King of hearts, exit a heart. I guess I miscounted something. Oh no, West had the King of spades anyway. But also I miscounted something. Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't paying careful attention to East shape. I was just watching West. But we weren't gonna improve our result by cashing the spade ace there. I don't think. Yeah, West had pitched a heart. West still had the protected King of spades, so it was all good. Board 15. I mean, you can see that our planned line of play would have lost on this layout. East has 10 Doubleton of clubs, but it's still a little bit difficult for West to duck that King of clubs in practice. Anyway, we were plus 400, as will the whole field be, because they'll just go ace of clubs, club to the queen, I'm sure. We opened a diamond, we got 12. Partner bids 2 diamonds, inverted. We bid 2 spades. Looks reasonable. Partner bids 3 spades, which shouldn't have a real spade suit, I don't think, or shouldn't have 4 spades. I believe that there is a reasonable argument to play that 3 spades promises 4 here, so that you can still make these inverted minor suit bids with longer diamonds or longer support for opener's suit and a side 4-card major, but it does take up a lot of room, and it comes up very infrequently, so anyway, 3 spades. We decide to bid 4 diamonds, which I think is a really weird bid. This is one of the things that I think the robots don't understand, and is maybe a difficult concept for people as well, is when you don't have aces, you shouldn't be looking for, like, minor suit game contracts, whether or not you are missing stoppers. Sometimes 3 no trump is just the place where you go down the least. So here, we have no aces, we have bad trumps. Yeah, we have a singleton heart, and the opponents have 9 hearts between them. But are we really taking 11 tricks in diamonds? Unless partner has a very unusual hand? I think the answer is no. So I would very much rather just bid 3 no with the south hand and hope that we can either scramble 9 or maybe get out for down 1, than aim at an 11 trick contract that we just have 5 top losers in our hand. Partner bids 5 diamonds. Well, I mean, this is the kind of hand that we would probably like to be in 5 diamonds as opposed to 3 no. 3 small hearts opposite the singleton. But 3 no might just make. They might not lead a heart. And then we could easily take the first 4 spades and 4 diamond tricks. Whereas 5 diamonds, it appears we have a heart loser. If the diamonds come home, I guess we'll make it. 5 diamonds does appear to be better on this specific layout of the cards. But maybe that's a little bit unusual. Spade lead. I don't really see any reason to reject kind of the obvious line of play of... Okay, I see a little bit of reason to reject the obvious line of play. I was thinking we could just pull trumps and then try the club hook, but we want to rough 2 hearts in the south hand first. So I think some plan, like win the king of spades, lead a heart, or win the 8 of spades or something, lead a heart, win the spade return with the ace, rough a heart. We're risking spade roughs. I don't know. I'll think about that when I get there. I would feel bad for not trying to make 12 tricks on this hand at match points. So I guess we'll start with that. Okay, the 8 of spades holds, which means West is led from spade length. East playing the 2, which also might be a count signal. It's starting to look a little bit more likely that that spades are 3-3. So now I'm less concerned about potential spade roughs. I'm going to win the jack, because I think the 10 of spades is on side, so I'm going to preserve the possibility of getting 2 spade entries. Let's lead a heart. Okay, East has helped us out a little bit by cashing the ace of hearts. Now I think we're in great shape. We can play a diamond to the jack. If it wins, we can rough a heart, cash the king of diamonds, try a club finesse. If it loses, they can't really hurt us. They can play back a diamond, we'll win the king, spade to the ace, heart rough, try the club finesse. Wait a second. Yeah, this is fine, right? I was a little bit worried that I might lose access to the 4th spade, but that's only if the club finesse loses, and in that case, we don't need the 4th spade. Our jack of clubs will be good. Okay. Great. Rough our heart. Pull trump. And try the club hook. 12 tricks. A little bit of a technical exercise. Ooh, spades were actually 4-2, but with everything else working, we were still going to score 12. So East not going after the spade rough didn't really hurt. Last board of today's set. Diamond on our left, a heart on our right, we bid a spade. We got 16. 2 clubs on our left, 2 hearts on our right, we bid 2 spades. I don't mind the auction. I mean, our hand's quite nice with 150 honors and spades, but singleton king in the opponent's suit isn't great. And now, with West having bid clubs, king 10, 4th of clubs isn't great. And partner being just, like, completely uninterested in hearing anything that we say. Okay. So, Queen of Hearts lead. Ooh. Okay. We have some work to do, don't we? This knocks out our entry, and given that the ace of clubs is probably offside, we won't be able to rough clubs. I could try and steal a diamond trick. It wouldn't be very effective against human opponents, but against these opponents, West might be afraid of winning the first round of diamonds for fear that... I guess that's not true. West will know that they can always give partner a diamond rough if East has the singleton. So maybe trying to steal a diamond trick is not as effective as I had hoped. I can pick up the clubs for a trick if West has all of the ace, queen, and jack. I could lead low towards the 9. East bid hearts twice. If I duck around it, wait a second. What if I just duck around of hearts? West has 2 hearts, right? This is going to look silly if East has 7 of them. But if hearts are 6-2, I can strip West's hearts, and then I can pull trumps and exit the Diamond King. Hopefully. They certainly have the ability to win the heart lead, cash the diamond ace, and then continue hearts, stripping me of that ability, but then I might get score the queen of diamonds. Yeah, I think I'm just going to duck. Please don't get a ruff. Okay, club switch. Not the end of the world, but... Oh, interesting. Yeah, this is not great. Clubs being 5-2 is really bad. Well, that is... oh my god, and hearts are 7-2. 7-1, I hate this. I face my hand and claim. Any objections? I thought that was a really good line of play. Clubs didn't have to be 5-2. Hearts didn't have to be 7-1. Well, that's a little unfortunate. I mean, if hearts were 6-2, we still would have gone down 1, which would have been the same result that we started with, so it would have been no cost. We just... that was... oh man, I feel... that's so unfair. Looks like some of the field also came up with the same line, though. About half the field also ducked the first trick and got a pretty bad result. We got 60, which is pretty good. You know, obviously a couple boards here and there didn't really go our way. Board 12, specifically board 1, that very first hand that we started out with, where just kind of everything went wrong all at once. Hearts 4-1, and then the ace doubleton of spades was actually something we could pick up. So 7%, but we did bounce back on board 2. We got 100 for 3 spades making 4. Wow. I thought our line of play was pretty reasonable. We also got 98 on board 3 for 2 spades making. We got a couple of other 90s along the way. Board 8, 3-0 making 11 tricks. This is the one where we picked off that ace doubleton of clubs offside. And then board 10, we got 93 for 630. This was the 3-0 where we correctly judged to play on clubs, and then we had that guess at the end with the spade queen and picked off the queen doubleton. But a few bad results along the way, but more good than bad, as we were hoping.